welcome back. Thank you for joining us this week.
Hello, everybody. Thanks very much for coming on with us today. We're going to have a look at Japanese celebrations.
Yes.
It's very interesting because until the 1950s, the Japanese actually didn't even celebrate birthdays. So we had a Google and we had a look and we went, help!
Because I was panicking. I'm like, they don't have a special birthday dish.
That's right.
So we had to do a lot more research, and of course, thanks to Carrie, she come up with amazing dishes that would sum up the celebration, right? Not just birthdays, any celebration.
Yes.
That brings people together. Communal eating, as always. We Asians like communal eating.
Totally.
So today we're going to bring to you something really special. Carrie's worked really hard for these dishes. I'm just the sidekick today.
No. You're my main support. Without you, this doesn't happen. Without faith, it doesn't happen either. Okay, so we do have celebrations in Japan, but usually it's a community celebration.
Yes.
And we have things like Doll Day or Girls' Day,
Yes.
when they do special things and they have...
And then Boys' Day too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you would always have a harvest festival or something like that, because the Japanese are very, very keen on celebrating the harvest of the different fruit and vegetables.
Right.
It is a culture that really values the seasonal produce.
Food, yes.
And they have kept in touch with their traditions, thank goodness, and they can therefore share with us. You'll notice that we are using a bright array again of veggies, and that's to color the Chirashi sushi. So I guess we'll get on with it. I'm just going to check on the rice, and then we'll start doing the chawanmushi, yeah?
Maybe while Carrie check the rice, I'm going to just talk about the salad that I made really quickly, because I've already done this. What I did is I cut one organic Japanese cucumber, salt it, just a little bit of salt, right? And then keep it aside for 5 minutes. I did our beautiful wakame, right? 2 tablespoons of it, soak it in water, and then just mix everything up. Drain. I've learned this the hard way. Rinse and drain the water from the cucumber. And then 3 tablespoons of our beautiful organic brown rice vinegar.
This is one of our new range. We're very excited to share with you.
And then, of course, our beautiful, I think Carrie spoke about this a while ago, our organic soy sauce.
Reggie's soy sauce, this one, which is
then,
slightly milder than the premium soy sauce.
And it tastes really nice.
Oh, it's very,
not like overly salty.
No, exactly. It's a very rounded taste.
And then 1 tablespoon of organic sugar. And I put a little bit of sesame oil because I like the taste of sesame oil.
It's very Japanese too. Aisha, by the way, has actually lived in Japan. You may wonder why on earth we are doing Japan. But when I was living in Germany, I was always going to the Japanese restaurant every week.
Right.
And Aisha herself has lived, where was it you lived?
Kobe. I lived in Kobe, the southern island, and I loved it.
Yes.
My daughter literally grew up there the first half of her life. And like we always think of Japan as our second home. Like my husband say, let's go back.
Yes.
Like let's go back to Japan. So yeah, this is the salad. I'm gonna plate it up, and then we just, as usual, gonna garnish it with our organic toasted sesame seeds.
Yeah.
Now we have a range of sesame seed here.
We do. Yes.
And I am pretty impressed. Like really, we have the whole white sesame seed, organic, of course. Right?
That's the normal white sesame.
And then we have the organic brown sesame seed.
And this one will have more calcium because it hasn't had the hull taken off. It's actually probably better for you. And Ki Yu, who actually is the initial author of the mochi recipe, he says that the unhulled is more fragrant when you toast it.
Yeah. And then we also have our mix of black and white, and then just the black. And I love sesame.
It's very, very good for you.
Yes.
Very, very good for you indeed.
Yeah.
And the other thing we are just going to show you, of course, is the mixture,
yeah,
which you can see here. We have the white, the unhulled, and the black. And we've got this traditional Japanese
grinder.
And grinder. And we're just going to put a couple of pinches of the sea salt in. And then Aisha's going to give it a grind. And this will be the garnish for the rice, basically. So
this is how
it's a very tasty addition that you can use. You'll find it on the table very often in traditional Japanese restaurants.
Hi, Ria. Nice of you to join us.
I think y'all can say hi to our Instagram viewers as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hello, Instagram viewers.
We're going to a wider audience today, apparently. We're going Facebook and Instagram together, so that's awesome.
Lucky I put extra makeup on. I'm sorry.
I haven't. Okay, very good. So while she's grinding that, I'm just going to pop in the beginnings of the chawanmushi because it takes about 25 minutes to steam. So I've marinated chicken thighs, free-range chicken thighs here in a little bit of sake and our soy sauce. And then because I was super nervous, I've actually poached them. So they're cooked already. But normally speaking, you would put the marinated chicken pieces into the chawanmushi and you would then steam it for 30 minutes. But I'm hedging my bets here. So I'm putting about 4 pieces in each. There we go. So you've got a nice meaty bottom to your chawanmushi. There. Oh, there's a nice bit of jelly in the bottom of that. That shows it's good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That will make it more hearty, yeah?
Yes, more hearty. Couple of pieces of shiitake mushroom, which I've just sliced there. I've got a couple of extra bits, never mind. I've got the bottom of these Welsh onions. I was thrilled to find, because some of you will know that I'm actually Welsh. So these are Welsh onions, which I love because they have little white bulbs. So I'm putting one each of these bulbs in the bottom.
Where all the flavors are, right?
Yes, and of course it adds a sweetness as the onion cooks. Then I've got a little bit of Enoki mushroom here. They're not going to make that noise all through our thing, are they?
Who knows?
Oh dear. This is the wholesale centre. There we go. So there's the enoki. So that's about half full. And then I'm just going to top it with an egg mixture and then some carrots and the green part then of the Welsh onion.
To make it pretty.
Yeah.
Because a huge part of Japanese food is the culture is you always eat with your eyes first.
That's it.
Before your taste bud.
Presentation is everything.
Presentation is number one in Japanese food culture.
So I'm taking free-range organic eggs. And I'm taking 3. Aisha's odd numbers again.
But we will be able to make it into 4 cups of chawanmushi. Don't worry. Everybody will get a share.
Well, 4 people will anyway. Just beat that up. And a lot of Japanese cooking is actually done by hand. In the research that we did, I was actually watching 80-year-old and 90-year-old ladies still cooking their traditional dishes by hand.
And she said something that you said every time we prepare something, use your five senses when you cook.
Yeah.
And that beautiful young old lady, she lived to a beautiful age of 93. She's still really strong, and her senses are so
she's
spot
sharp.
on and heightened. Yes.
And she greets the sun every morning.
Yes.
Which I think is also very interesting. Okay, so that's two to three. I've taken 3, and then I have a cup of dashi here, to which I've added a teaspoonful of organic mirin, and I've used the red yeast rice this time. So we'll see what it tastes like. Yesterday I did an experiment and chose the premium soy, and it met with approval, so I was happy. So just beat that up a little bit more.
Carrie was very surprised that chawanmushi is not my favorite of Japanese dishes. And I do love a lot of Japanese dishes, because I always say that the eggy smell puts me off. And
well, people either like eggs or they don't. And I'm an egg eater, so when I was small, the only thing I would eat was steamed egg.
But again, our organic egg does not smell. Does not give that awful eggy smell.
The fishy smell from the fish meal that the poor battery hens are fed. Right? No, the free range chickens go out and they have a chance to actually select insects and nibble on nettles and goodness knows what. Yeah.
Whatever that they know is good for them, right?
Yeah.
Because nature teaches them that.
Well,
so I'm looking forward to having this chawanmushi without the eggy smell.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. And the Japanese are always very refined, so they even strain the egg. And yesterday I didn't, and I regretted it. So, oh my goodness, we've got an extra. Got an extra microphone coming. Okay, very good.
For our Instagram viewers to listen. Yeah.
There we go. So that's half in there. Half in there. A bit more. Put too much in that one, didn't I?
The lucky one.
No, I have to be fair. Sorry, I'm going to fish it back out again.
Is this fine enough, or do you want more?
You can keep going until it looks quite fine, because we're going to actually sprinkle it on our rice later, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, I think that's about equal now. Yep.
Yep.
Then we're going to top it with
the pretty things.
The pretty things. I've sliced a carrot very thinly. And we're going to take these lovely little cutters, which you can get in Daiso. $2. Little cutters. I don't know if you can see that. But it makes a nice little flower shape. A couple of those on there. There we go. A bit of froth on my eggs. I'm not sure that would be approved of by the Japanese. I think you're supposed to do it without bubbles. So apologies about that. I whisked it too fast.
We're always concerned about going over time. That's why.
Yes. You got it. Excellent. Okay. Here are my nice kitchen scissors.
Hi, Vina. Thank you for joining us again this week. Was Vina the one that got last week's? How was it, Vina? Did you like the Korean dishes?
Then we're just going to top it with a little bit of the Welsh onion green. Very simple. in Wales or in England, we also have something very similar. Always remember my great aunt would have coddled eggs or poached eggs, and she had a little porcelain container with a lid. Not quite the same as this here. I think that's probably enough, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And instead of the porcelain lid like we have here, she had a metal screw top lid. So she would make little egg delights in her egg coddlers. Okay, so let's wake the machine up because we're going to use the Thermomix for steaming.
Yep. You could probably also use the Thermomix to blend this up if you want to.
Yes, you can use it for most things. Okay, I'm going to give it 25. All right. We'll pop those safely in, and then we'll start on the next.
Our rice is doing well.
The rice is cooked, so it's just ready for me to add the amazu, the vinegar to it. It's a sweetened vinegar. Yesterday I followed our dear old lady's recipe, and I was a bit horrified how sweet it was. So I will be reducing the amount of sugar.
Carrie texted me and said, "It's too sweet for me. I need to like half of the half."
Yeah, it's very funny. Even making the purple sweet potato this morning, Aisha gave it to me, and she said, "Is it sweet enough?" And I said, "Well, you know me, it's already sweet enough with just the sweet potato." So,
and I always say, 1 more teaspoon for good measure.
And then I was rotten, and I said, "Well, that's why the Malay community has so much diabetes." And she said, "But we eat salad."
We balance it out with our ulam and our fresh stuff. So it's all right.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. So I think I'll start the salmon and then mix the rice. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to use a little bit of the high oleic sunflower again because it's neutral and it has a good portion of monounsaturated fatty acids, which means it's stable, as well as the high smoke point. There we go. And we'll go down
We've got
to...
a beautiful salmon fillet right here.
We do.
Which we do carry in our shop in Zinsin.
So it's wild caught salmon.
It's wild caught. It's not... Oh.
Alaskan salmon. So that just has the kombu in it. I don't know if you can see it over here. No, right? Let's see. Yeah.
There you go.
So you can just see little squares of kombu in there.
It's the same kombu that we used for last week's
It
Korean
is.
dishes.
For the wonderful dashi, yeah?
Yeah. The one that we carry here.
See, this is my best helper. She's made space for me.
I love how colorful our setup is today.
Yes, yes. We have some interesting things today. Okay. Nice steaming rice.
Carrie's using a very traditional Japanese equipment, I would say.
Yep.
Right? Just like the old lady.
That's right. I was lucky enough to have a Japanese neighbor when I first moved to Singapore. And when she left to go back to Japan, she left me this and also the contact so that I could order fish from Sakuraya every week. So before she left, I actually had the cheek to make her a Japanese meal. Wasn't, it went down quite well.
I'm pretty sure she's grateful.
A little bit about the ingredients inside.
This is Japanese rice, which I'm afraid I got from Donkey. I'm a believer in real Japanese rice,
yeah.
and this is it's not an organic Japanese rice, but it's a less pesticide rice. So that's good. And this another dear friend gave me that, so I was very lucky.
The best quality Japanese rice, it's called koshihikari.
Yes.
And I think...
Shall I pour?
Yep.
Okay. And this is from my favorite region. This is Niigata, which is over on the west coast. On the main island, basically. There.
So that was vinegar.
That was vinegar and cane sugar and French sea salt.
Our organic sugar.
Yes. So we're just going to mix that together and let it cool for a bit. And I'm going to quickly pan fry the salmon, which is going to sizzle, I think, for all those IG viewers. Let's hear. Oh, no.
It's on 320.
Oh, okay. We'll go up a bit then. I was expecting a sizzle on that. The fat was already having ripple patterns. Very good. So I've just got 125 milliliters of the organic rice vinegar. Rice vinegar is less harsh than cider vinegar or wine vinegar. At least that's my perception.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it is traditional for Japan because rice is like their main...
They're staple for everything.
Exactly, yes. Whether it's sake or rice or
Soy,
rice vinegar, yes.
Their desserts. There you go, your sizzle came on.
My sizzle is coming, yeah. Okay, so we'll just leave that to cool. And then we have a whole series of toppings here. We have shiso leaf, edamame, that's our organic edamame. We have carrot pickles that I made overnight. So that's just what you saw me do there, but in the Amazu. And I did an experiment last night as well. I took the daikon and I put it with supreme chili, and we like it, right?
I could live for that. Just that. Just that and hot rice. I'm a happy person.
That's it. Pickles and rice. In fact, a poor person's diet is very often healthier, right?
Yes. A good balance.
And then this is just the plain daikon sticks. This is blanched
Okra
or lady's fingers. And this beauty, which we've cut into a nice shape again. This is ginkgo leaf shape, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is ginkgo leaf shape. And this is rock melon.
Yep.
You can see the nice tinge of green there and the beautiful orange. So we're hoping it's going to look quite pretty. And then I've got a little bit of crinkled seaweed to pop on the top as well. Yes, it's the Korean stuff, but the Koreans and the Japanese share a lot. So not necessarily happily, but their cuisine has similarities. Let's put it that way.
Well, in Japanese, that would be called a furikake.
Furikake, there you go.
So furikake is usually a rice topping.
Yep.
That for moms to make their children's lunch bento,
Yes.
they'll cook rice.
Yes.
Plain rice, and then they'll just sprinkle that on top, and then at the side they either put the rolled eggs.
Yep.
Or they put and they'll put some fresh veggies in salad, and that's it. The children go to school with that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So furikake is actually their convenience food, but in a healthy version.
And it's often got sesame in as well, right?
It's got sesame. It's
Yep.
usually made from bento, bonito flakes.
Yes.
So it's fish.
We have some bonito flakes here as well. We can top with. There we go.
When I was living
Oh, sorry. So that's the bonito flakes, which again you can just pick up at Donkey.
I used to make bento sets for my daughter to go to school every day.
Well,
Believe it or not.
You have to, because the child has to fit in.
But even in Singapore, when we were back in Singapore and she was in primary school, I'll pack her 2 bentos, one for snack and one for her recess lunch.
Awesome.
And she'll go to school with a Japanese bento bag on top of her school bag. And she's rather tan and she looks pretty Malay. And people are wondering, what on earth is this child doing with a Japanese?
Multicultural child, yes. Yeah. That's lovely. So this is cooling off nicely now. I'm going to check the flavor because, as I say, I've cut the sugar even further for the amazu. So there we go. One for me, one for you.
No. Taste test for sweetness. Let's see.
I don't object to that. Can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
It's usually slightly sweeter. But it's okay.
Okay, so there's my nice pan-fried salmon. I'm just going to check to see that it's cooked all the way through. Yep, looks good. Okay, then I'm just going to bring it onto the board to flake. And I'm going to eat the skin. I won't give you guys the skin, but I'm going to eat it because I like skin. I always get the cans with the bones and the skin in.
Right. Can we talk about the benefits of eating the skin?
Oh, yes.
Collagen.
Exactly. And when you have it with your nice fresh vegetables, you have the vitamin C and the collagen, which is what helps stop the wrinkles. I mean, I'm old, so I'm supposed to be wrinkly, right? But it certainly helped me look a little bit younger with my eating habits.
Yeah. Collagen is so important. And it's a big thing in Japanese culture and Korean culture too, called collagen.
Yes, it is. Right? They're very careful about their skin.
And it also helps like your skin repair better, like if you
Yep.
if you hurt yourself or if you cut yourself, if you have enough collagen, you kind of like your skin will recover better.
Yep. Awesome. Okay. So we now have gomasyo, which is the nice mixture that Aisha is doing. And we have our salmon, which I'm just going to flake and start topping the rice with, okay?
Okay.
The rice, I think, is cool enough.
Okay. Yeah.
The salmon is hot in any case, so I don't think that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Grab some chopsticks. Well, I would if they were there, okay? There we go. Let's see. Yes, that's really nice. Really nice. So I'm just going to dot little pieces of salmon around.
So pretty. I love communal eating, like whatever culture.
Yeah.
I love like a whole big platter and like a whole load of food on it, and then everybody just come together.
Has a bowl, right? There we go. So this is just a very simple Chirashi sushi. Anybody can make this with the help of a rice cooker, right?
And the correct fresh ingredients.
Yes.
So I've just plated up my salad right here to go with the Chirashi sushi.
Awesome.
Talk more about the organic ingredients.
Oh, well, we have organic edamame, organic okra or lady's finger.
Organic carrots, organic daikon.
Yep,
Or even our melon is organic.
definitely the melon's organic, or I wouldn't be eating it.
Definitely our organic cucumber, Japanese cucumber.
Yes.
And the main star of the dessert, which is the Japanese pork bowl sweet potato, is also organic. And you can get all this from our shop.
Yes, or nowadays online,
Yeah.
because quite difficult to get in to see us nowadays. So zensin.com.sg is where you'll find all these wonderful products.
And our seasonings are organic.
They
our
are.
sauces,
Yep.
our vinegars,
Yep.
our oil.
Yep.
Our sesame seeds are organic.
Okay.
I was gonna say that our seaweed was. Then I remember Carrie said, if it doesn't go from the ground, it's not organic.
The definition of organic is that the soil has to have had no artificial fertilizers, no pesticides, herbicides, etc., for at least 3 years. Okay, so here we go.
She's making it pretty.
I hope so.
I think a lot of people forget that organic is not just about no pesticides.
Yes.
So when you go outside, you often see what do you call it? Things that just says no pesticides.
Yes, but the problem there is very often the soils are depleted, and this is a major problem now in the United States of America. They have depleted soils because they have repeatedly monocropped and only put back PKN, which is phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium. Excuse me, but the soil is far more complex than that. There's a whole ecosystem there, and yes, you put back the major minerals, but you didn't put back the micro minerals. Like, what about the selenium? What about the copper, the chromium, all these other things that play a role in the biochemistry, in the physiology of our bodies? It's like, we don't just need potassium, nitrogen, and phosphate. And it's all done basically from the perspective of greed. How much can I get out of this plot of land, and how little can I put back? That's not real husbandry. Husbandry is taking care and keeping everything in balance. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this, I think, around the edge.
Is this fine enough?
This is my grass. It's gorgeous. Wow, she's quietly been.
I passed the test, ladies and gentlemen.
She's really done a good job there. That's awesome.
My mom would get married.
I think what we are really trying to say is the reason why Zensin Organic is certified by NASA and various boards is because we're just more than just
No
not having
pesticides.
pesticides.
Yep.
You know, it's really about things like fair trade as well.
Yep. And water from a pure source.
Yes.
I mean, that's another important thing. If you're going to be certified organic, your water source has to be pure. Just imagine if you're using polluted water to grow your crops, and you have a nice melon absolutely full of who knows what, you know? You have to be so careful. It's like farming is a profession that has become so undervalued through the agricultural revolution, where everybody's doing bulk everything.
Yes. And the art of true farming, right? Where you really take care of your crop and you put a lot of value and emphasis on making sure that it produces good quality. But also good for the environment.
Well, we've talked about this before. The reason Aisha's cooking tastes so good is because of the love and attention that she puts into it. So here we go. Here's our little slices of lady's finger or okra. I thought they were very cute. You can eat them raw, but I've actually just blanched them. There we
It's
go.
getting prettier and more colorful as every layer goes.
And this is just for presentation. When we mix it up and serve it, we'll probably put more ingredients in, but less is more when it comes to decoration, right?
Yep. So here.
There we go.
I'm gonna wash my hands to get ready to roll my mochi.
And never overcook your okra because it then will become slimy. And also, the longer you cook things, of course, the more you destroy the vitamin C. So okra is another thing that is very, very good for your skin if you're interested in having nice, healthy skin. I think that's enough okra. Maybe one more in the middle. There we go. And then we've got some wonderful edamame as well, which of course is very traditionally Japanese.
Do you think I should start?
Yeah. Do start rolling because that's going to take a while too.
So in my in this mochi, right? So we use our organic purple sweet potato, Japanese sweet potato. To that, I boiled it. Well, Carrie helped me boil
Steamed
it
it,
this morning.
steam it.
In
its
the
skin.
Thermomix.
Yep, to keep the goodness in.
Yep, 30 minutes was it?
Yes.
30 minutes. And then I just mash it up.
Yeah, you can check by just sticking a knife in to make sure it's cooked through because, of course, they're different sizes. So you need the big one to cook, right?
To that, I add 60 grams of our organic coconut oil. Let me just show you. This is what we use, which I use. There you go.
Awesome.
And our organic coconut nectar sugar powder. I didn't use the granules this time because I think the powder would really, mix well with the mashed sweet potato. And that's it. That is it, literally. Now I'm going to roll it and then I'm going to put it in a little bit of like the coconut oil before I roll it into the sesame seed that I've toasted, just so that the sesame seed will adhere better to the mochi.
And this is quite an art. We have to get the sesame seeds to stick on properly.
Yeah. About a tablespoon worth, right? Like that. And then I'll just start rolling it ever so gently.
How's it going? Yes, Ken? Okay, good.
Right? Like that. So you can make it into a ball, you can make it into a cube like whatever. So I'm just going to roll it a little bit inside the coconut oil, just like that. So you can see it's glistening now with the coconut oil. Then drop it into the sesame seed. Ta-da! That's one mochi done. As easy as that. How many ingredients is that? Japanese sweet potato,
Coconut oil,
coconut nectar sugar,
powder,
and sesame. 4.
That's it, yes.
4. And we were talking about how this is gluten-free.
Yes.
It's vegan.
It's vegan.
Yep. And it's good for you.
Ticks all the boxes, right? It's halal.
It's halal. It's easy.
Yep.
All you need to do is just steam, mix, and roll.
Yes.
It's 3 steps to it.
Very good. I'm going to wait to put the seaweed on because I think the seaweed needs to be crispy.
Okay.
But basically, I think you can see that's a party dish, right?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is.
I'm going to take a picture anyway.
It's such a communal dish made from all the healthy organic ingredients. I'm using this organic coconut oil too. Yay! Nice. Vina, you can get it from us actually, It's online as well. So please carry on using it. It's really useful for a lot of things.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
And our chawanmushi is like 1.5 minutes more to go.
Yep. And then we can check that out too.
And a lot of Japanese food are very tactile. Like you have to use your hands to do stuff. So you can actually do it with your children
This-
and get the whole
Again,
family
it's a
involved.
communal activity. It's something for family bonding, I think, don't you?
Yes. So I've got my little.
Maybe do you want to explain what your dish is about?
Deliciousness. How would I explain what my dish is about? That's interesting. How do I eat it? Well, I eat it with chopsticks, but I'm a weird animal. Each person would have like a little rice bowl like this, and we would just take the paddle and serve probably a couple of paddlefuls into the bowl. And I really do think it's going to taste better if you eat it with chopsticks. Sorry about that, everybody.
Do you want to raise it up to the camera?
Oh, you like it?
Do you
Okay.
not want to put it that first?
No, I would let people have that separately. Is that good? Okay. So I think you can see the big seaweed, the kombu that was cooked with the rice. You can see the little oval edamame and the pretty little flowers that are the okra. Then the carrot pickles that I made, and then it's fresh melon. It's seasonal, so I've used what we had in the shop. So you won't always have melon.
Yeah.
And I just used it because to me melon will go so nicely with the salmon. I mean, you may think that's odd, but it really worked beautifully.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. So and the shiso, of course, is a very traditional Japanese leaf, or perilla leaf is the other name for it. And you can get a green shiso, which is for eating like salad, like we have here.
Right.
And also a purple shiso, which you use for pickling. So I also want to try and use the purple leaves with the daikon, with the next batch of pickles that I make. Because the interesting thing about this is I still have the amazu. So this is my sugared vinegar. You can see it's still got chili in. So it's really spicy because it's the supreme bird chili. And it's going to go on for several more batches of pickles. So I'm going to add the shiso leaves and see if I can get it to turn purple. Yeah.
So the purple shiso leaf,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
The Japanese also ground it up and make it into a powder where you also use as furikake.
Yes.
So that's like their medicinal food
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So hot rice, put the like powdered leaf on it, the
Yes.
purple powder leaf on it,
Yeah.
and then your tummy just relaxes after that.
Perilla is actually very, very beneficial. In Taiwan, they even make like a syrup, which
Right.
I've bought. And you just add water to it. And it really does help your stomach if you have like a troubled stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, a lot of like traditional ingredients, they help with your health. Like there's a lot of health benefits.
There's a reason you eat it. I mean, here we've used the Oryza japonica, the round grain rice, as the base. Then we have wild caught salmon. So you've got your omega-3 and your protein. So you've got your carbs and your proteins. Then we're adding the freshness of the pickles. Remember, these vegetables are not cooked when they're pickled. So all the vitamin C is there still, as well as the carotenes in the carrot. The melon, of course, is packed full again of carotenoids. The edamame, of course, protein. And the okra actually has a very soothing substance, which is the stickiness, which helps inflammation both of the throat and of the gastrointestinal tract.
Yep.
So it's a really healthy dish, and you will find this with almost all traditional dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Irregardless of
Yes.
where it is.
That there is depth of knowledge that has gone into producing these dishes.
And of course, vinegar help with digestion and all those things.
Yes. Slimming.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll poke that more into the middle and take these back, yeah?
So, yeah. You want to put the chawanmushi there,
Can.
and then
That will be lovely. Then we'll have a finished picture for everybody. Super job. Thank
So
you.
right under the camera, right?
Yeah.
So if you want that one, I'm just gonna continue with
Rolling?
balling.
Rolling forever. Okay, let me see if I can get the Chawanmushi out so you can see that. Very, very hot.
Oh, and we're gonna make our tea, our green tea.
We are. Maybe I should do that first, actually. As part of the range of this Simply Natural, our house-dried brand, we do have several teas that are caffeinated. We have the yerba mate, and we also have green tea. We've got green tea with mint, if you're having Moroccan food, or with the Japanese, of course, it would just be the simple green tea. So I'm going to make a pot of that. And if you want an even better green tea, we do have a green tea where they've just taken the top 3 leaves. This is also organic green tea. It's a loose leaf, and they've just picked the top 3 leaves. Should I pop that there again? There you go. So that's our whisk tea.
And then that's our...
And here is our house brand, already made into convenient sachets.
Matcha powder in somewhere there.
I don't think it's ours.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we hang this out
But maybe that will come soon. Our portfolio is always expanding, and we're always thrilled to find what's next. The soy sauce has been absolutely a winner. I love the rice vinegar. It completes the ingredients, the condiments.
Rice vinegar smells really nice. It's not like too pungent, overpowering kind of vinegar smell. So, and it tastes mild too. Like, it's not sharp. I like our range of soys and our range of vinegars and our range of oils. It's really comprehensive. Yeah, and you can mix and match and pair whatever you need for the kind of cooking that you're doing. So everything's there in our website, right? And depending on what you're cooking, you can get all the ingredients necessary right there.
Singapore is a cosmopolitan city, and we value variety in our foods. And since I joined Zensin, the portfolio has increased 100-fold, I think I would say. It's just amazing the different dishes that we can make now.
So you're just going to sip the tea? For how long do you recommend that?
There's actually a little instruction on here, and it says 5 to 10 minutes.
Right.
So I think we'll be ready probably for when we actually taste, yes?
Awesome.
Okay.
I mean, every week we try our best to give you a complete meal. Like there's a main, there's a side, there's a dessert, and then there's a drink that comes with it.
That's right. We try.
And most of the ingredients or most of the things that we use are available in our shop. So, oh, that's so cute. Very pretty.
There. So, there we go.
Oh, I hope there's 3 winners this week that could taste these beautiful Japanese dishes that we make.
I'm not sure about cold chawanmushi though, but never mind.
Well, you can always heat it up again.
But how are we going to get the porcelain back? I'm not sure about that one going out. But anyway, you can definitely try the recipe. We'll be loading it up to the website.
How far are we in time? Oh, Vina, are you excited? You're looking forward to... Huh?
0 minutes.
I think Vina's excited to have a taste of the Japanese.
She will be one.
It's hot. I just wanted to put 2 there. One with lid, one without.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I think think we're done. I'm just gonna put this away so that we can take a nice photo
Good.
and present it.
Yep.
And put the tea closer.
Yep. I think we've made it, haven't we? Just about. So this is a 1.5 litre pot. We've just put in 3 tea bags. What's the best way to do that? This way, right? Like that? There. How's that? Can? All right.
Oh, and we want to put this there so that if when they take their own serving.
Well, they can help themselves
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
So maybe over here.
Yep.
Because
Lovely.
I like the bowl a lot.
Sure.
There you go.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. This is a Japanese celebration to end our month of celebrations. And we will be back, hopefully, next month with something new. We're not sure what yet. We're going to have a discussion this afternoon to find out what we're going to do, right?
Yes.
We are going to announce the winners.
Oh,
awesome.
So I'm just going to give it to Vina.
Yep.
Congratulations, Vina, and thank you so much for your support every week.
Vina. Christy.
I hope you enjoy the meal that has been lovingly prepared by Carrie this week. The chawanmushi and the rice would definitely be amazing.
We got Vina, Christy, and Doris.
Oh, that's 3.
So thanks very much for joining us, everybody. Hope we've given you some ideas of some of the things you can use from our range. I love the edamame. I think they're absolutely superb. I love the daikon. It's actually one of my favorite vegetables, the bailo.
Especially after it's been like made into that
Aisha loves it because it's got chili on
yes.
it.
That with the rice. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to heaven.
And you can see the variety there. It's like you've covered your 5 a day.
Yes.
You've got your rainbow. So good health, everybody.
See you when we see you.
Yeah.
So ask them to message us then.
Yes.
Except Vina.
Do message us the address you want these dishes delivered to.
Especially to Christy and Doris.
Yes.
We've got Vina.
We've got Vina's address from last week, so we're good. But do let us know where you want the meal delivered to.
Oh, thank you, Vina. We
Thank
hope
you
to
so
see
much.
You too.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye from us.
Are we log out?
Sorry, I forgot the press.